All my dear students of higher secondary section, class 9 computer. It's my lecture number 6 and the topic is question answers. So the questions written at the end of the unit in your book, that's page 25. You are listening my lecture, you must have the book in your hand. You see, I have the book over here, and on page 25 questions are written, and today we are over here on this question: compare and contrast analog and digital computer. Dear students, in my previous lecture, lecture number 5, I told you the meaning of compare and contrast. It means you will have to make two columns. If such questions appears in your annual examination, compare and contrast. Remember this thing. Make two columns. It will be compare and contrast. You see, two columns. One column over here and second column over here. The both columns are in front of each other. This thing is called compare and contrast. Now read the question. Compare and contrast analog computer and digital computer. So, as I told you, you will have to make two columns. Over here, analog computer, heading. Over there, digital computer. Make the heading beautiful in your annual examination. No. Don't pay much time on that, but it should be visible. So, analog computer, digital computer, point number 1. Read the board now. Number 1. Analog computer, it represents data continuously, no break, no stop. You understand continuously? And on the other hand, digital computer, it represents data discretely. Discretely means with some stops. So that's called discretion. To make separate, that's called discretely. Number 2, it is used to measure physical values or physical quantities such as temperature, pressure, such as pressure, temperature, etc. That's our analog computer. And now in digital, it converts the data into digits. It doesn't matter the data is in the form of numbers or letters, alphabets, etc., etc. Any type of data, digital computer converts in the form of digits, binary pattern. I have already told you about the binary pattern. Binary pattern means only two digits, 0, 1, 0, 1. That's it. No other digit, only 0 and 1. So, digital computer converts the data, changes the data in the form of digits. Point number 3, analog computer. No memory and no computer devices. Analog. But and digital computer, it has memory and also it has computer devices. I already taught you in detail what are computer devices, so you must know about that. Examples of analog computer: thermometer, barometer, ammeter, speedometer, etc. I wrote some examples over here. Have a look on the board. I advise you to copy down, write these all the points and sentences in your copy. Make notes same as I have done on the board. And now examples of digital computer. Example: IBM PC, or all the digital computers are the examples of digital computers. IBM PC, computable PCs, etc., etc. I hope you understand that. I have finished this question. I am saying again, in your annual examination, you will have to write the answer in this shape. If you are asked, compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. I hope you will remember that. Next question. Write some drawbacks of internet. Dear students, you should know the meaning of drawback. What does it mean by drawback? See, drawback means downside. Suppose you have a friend. I'm telling you the meaning of drawback. You have a friend. He is very smart, very intelligent, and he does homework in such a nice way. But on the other hand, he is also a thief. You understand what I'm saying? So, many good things, but one bad thing. This bad thing is called drawback. My lovely student, if you do not understand the meaning of the English words, you cannot understand my lecture. My policy is to talk with you in English, to deliver my lectures in English. Why? because English is a language of learning, and I want you to talk in English in such a nice way. You should be a very good English reading and also beautiful handwriting. Okay? So come on. Many difficult words will be over here, and I will be write their answers, their meaning, to let you know about that. So, drawbacks of internet. It means internet really a very big invention. Of course, most of the things, most of the problems of today, even education, medicine, engineering, talking with your relatives, living in other countries, this all very easy due to internet. But internet has some drawback. Try to understand what I am telling you now. Number one, hacking. I will tell you the meaning of hacking. In hacking, we have two things: disturbance, stealing. In hacking, we have two things: disturbance. What's the number one? Disturbance. Number two, stealing. What does it mean by hacking? You see, hacking means to take something, to steal something, to get something, and the owner of that thing, he or she doesn't know about that. This is called hacking. I never talk in Urdu, but you should understand what does it mean by hacking. Listen its meaning. ऐसे ले गया कि पता ही न चल सका. You understand hacking? Okay. Now, point number one, disturbance in the heading of hacking. With unlimited accessibilities, unlimited, oh many, you cannot count, that's unlimited. With unlimited accessibility, accessibility means doing something again and doing something again and again, that's called accessibility. With unlimited accessibility, mischievous hackers. Mischievous means a person who thinks about himself. Selfish. Understand? It's not in a good meaning. Means bad. Mischievous, selfish, bad, fraudy. All the meanings of mischievous. So, with unlimited accessibility, mischievous hackers. And you know who are hackers? A person who does hacking. The man is called hacker. Hacker disrupt the flow of information. Disrupt means try to stop. Stop. You see, this thing is going like that. Disrupt. Again going, disrupt. So, flow of information. The hackers disrupt the flow of information on internet. That's called disturbance. and this is under the heading of hacking. I hope you understand that. Number two, stealing. How is possible? Maybe it's not possible for you, but it's possible for hackers, because the hackers are very intelligent, really. Very intelligent. They steal something and the person doesn't know what happened. See what I'm writing over here. Stealing. Hackers steal valuable software from where? From internet. Trade secrets. Oh my goodness. Trade secrets. Maybe millions and millions of rupees will be involved over there because they are trade secrets. Copyrighted photos and sound. You understand copyrighted photos? Some photos, the publisher will never allow you to copy those photos. Why? Because it's his business. And he will copy it, and he will print it, and he will throw it in the market. What he will do? That's why copyrighted photos and songs. But what the hackers are doing, oh, they do not worry about that. Why? They are stealing. They don't care about that. They only think about their own profit. That's it. They do not worry about the others. Number two, virus. A very important problem. Very important problem of nowadays. I lost my many things on my computer due to virus. Of course, I have antivirus. But antivirus was failed and the virus killed many things on my computer. My very precious documents and programs corrupted due to the virus. Hackers plant virus on internet and they throw the virus. I told you they are very intelligent. What is a virus? It is a set of illicit instructions. Illicit means illegal. The translation, what I'm doing, the translation illegal. That's right. It is a set of illicit instructions passes itself to other programs or documents. Hackers plant virus on internet. Students, you understand that? I believe you understand.